So let's focus on something that I often get asked about, why I don't focus on weight loss, even though my clients do eventually lose weight as a result of the work we do together. I know that might sound strange in a world that's obsessed with the number on the scale, but if you've been struggling with emotional eating, body image issues, restriction, dieting, you'll want to stay tuned and listen to what's really going on. You need to understand what I'm going to share with you because this changes everything. So here's the thing. Emotional eating and weight loss have sort of this chicken and egg sort of dynamic. But what comes first is definitely resolving your emotional eating. So the reason that I don't focus on weight loss comes a lot from my own journey with emotional eating and weight loss, and from seeing this pattern time and time again with clients. So for many years, I was really trying to lose weight. I didn't really know I was an emotional eater. I thought I was just really out of control with food. And I was sort of aware that if I had a bad day, I would go and get cookies, or I would really deprive myself of food. So for many years, I thought weight was the holy grail. If I finally reach a certain weight, then I would be loved and accepted. And if I look all the way back to one of my earliest memories, I remember being given medication to eat more because I wasn't the right size, and then I would be told I needed to lose weight. Weight was always this constant thing. And in my mind, I thought if I could finally be the right size, fit into the box, lose the weight, I'd be loved and accepted. And I thought I would finally, sort of reach that holy grail of being confident. And the thing was that I did all the things to get there. I restricted, I had disordered eating, I controlled food, I pushed harder, I did the personal trainer, I went to, eventually talk therapy. I did all of these things, and my focus was to fit into this box, to be the right size, because that would deliver all the results that I wanted. And even when I got to that coveted place, it was really fleeting. It was like I built my self-worth on sand. It didn't really matter. And it didn't help me with my emotional eating. It wasn't that I reached this weight and all of a sudden I never emotionally ate after or used food. I still used food, and I didn't feel that confidence and worth I thought I was going to get. It wasn't sustainable. Yes, you get compliments and you get, people noticing you for the first little bit, but what sustains you after if you haven't built that internally? So that's why I don't focus on weight loss. It can be this distraction for clients. There's this desperate energy to reach a certain weight, and it's like this carrot, it's dangling, and you think that if you only get to this weight loss, there'll be this exhale internally. And that's not the truth. That's not what's going to get you that exhale. Thing is that weight gain is not the root cause of your emotional eating. Emotional eating is the root cause. And when you start resolving your emotional eating from the root, when you actually start shifting this pattern, what happens is that you start feeling at ease and peace and confident internally inside of who you are right now. And that transforms externally. Your body starts shifting. You start noticing it in your body. And that was my journey. I got to this point where it didn't matter what I did to lose weight, and even getting to that weight loss goal, it didn't help me feel any better, that I kind of threw it all out the window, and I wanted to just feel good in my body. And I was willing to accept that might be gaining weight, losing weight, staying the same. I didn't know what that meant. I just knew I wanted to nourish my body. I wanted to feel good in my body. And my body started to transform. It took time, but as I was on this path, my body started to release weight it didn't need. It started to get to its healthy. And that's how your body starts to naturally shift. The truth is that your body will shift to its healthy based on the amount of years you've yo-yo dieted, you've restricted, you've abused your body, you've messed up your metabolism, how you talk to yourself. This is a journey, and it's not linear. This is about healing. Once you heal the root, you have something sustainable to move forward with. You're not looking out for the next shiny object to help you with weight loss. So my own journey was really slow. It was step by step. And it wasn't about reaching any particular weight loss goal. Like I said, I threw that out the window. But what I realized looking back is that that created sustainable change. My body started to shift. It started to naturally release what it didn't need. But that took years. It didn't happen in a month or 3 months. And sometimes that's the same for my clients. They work with me and the initial program is 12 weeks, but it might take them much longer. Again, depending on their body, depending on what their body needs to get to that place. And so it's almost like you don't start at zero when you have done all these things to your body and the yo-yo diets and the restrictions. You don't start at zero. You start at like a negative and you have to build up to zero and start creating more and more health in your body. Those quick fix diets, they give you a temporary result, but they damage you more. So each time it's more and more difficult to lose weight. And again, it's not getting to the root of your emotional eating pattern. So the thing that was important on my journey and the reason I could do it was that I started to detach my worth from my body. My worth was so tied into my body because I thought if I looked a certain way, if I was a certain weight, I'd be loved and accepted and valued. I'd feel confident. I thought this body was going to give me all the things that I deeply desired. And once I started to detach my worth from my body became my body. I wanted to care for it. I wanted to nourish it. And it wasn't, if I have this certain body, finally I'm a worthy human being. No, it's like, once you can detach your worth from your body, the thing is that your body is not your worth. Much like if you have money or possessions or achievements, they don't determine your inherent value as a human. They're nice things to have, but they don't determine your worthiness or your value. And when you put your worth and value on those things, they can fluctuate and they make you go up and down. And then you're constantly, scrambling and desperate for this thing. When you can step back and detach your worth from these things, that's where you build solid confidence internally. And when you build that sense of confidence and inner worth internally, you naturally start feeling more deservingness, more self-worth. And you start thinking, yes, I do deserve to have a healthy body, success, all of these things, but they don't determine your worth. It's from this worthy, confident place and deserving place you ask for those things. And they are less about being desperate and more about allowing them and wanting them and desiring them. You no longer require them to feel okay. So essentially, this is what I do with women when I work with them inside of the Emotional Eating Evolution program. This is so that they can find true ease and confidence and peace around food and in their body in a sustainable way. I'm not here to hype up weight loss. I'm here to guide you back to wholeness, because when you are working towards that, that's where your true power lies. And if you are ready to start this journey, I have a free guide that you can check out. It's called What Are You Truly Hungry For? I'll put the link below. It'll help you get started on the very first step I give to clients who want to resolve their emotional eating from the root. So if you'd like that resource, the link will be below. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I look forward to sharing more with you, and I hope you have a great day.